Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and how you doing today? This is the Cyber Magician here with the system, and we're going to do a little information series. The information is brought to my attention on reference sentient weapons, and what I'm going to show you is some of the things you can do with the sentient weapons. So this is Draco's Wench Charmer. He is a Sork rogue bard, and he is level 30, so he has access. Let's check this. There it is. No properties. Yeah, we should be okay. So here's Dragon's down here is to indicate and show you what type of damage he's doing. So he is a bard. So bards, yeah, charisma is okay, intelligence is okay, wisdom is okay, con is okay. So he's an all-around guy. So he's got decent enough intelligence that he can use rogue skills, and I centered on strength. So base is 20, dex is 11, of course, 18 for con as a base, 15 int, wisdom is 10, and charisma is 14. That allows him to use all his spells. So we're going to attack this guy, and as you can see there, quite nice effects. You can use strike. You can use and we have, of course, our other cleave attacks. But that's not where we're here. So I'm just showing you the type of damage that you can do at level. But let's take a look at the weapon. That's what we're really here for.
It's time to go now. Haul away your anchor.
So the first thing you'll notice and hear is that it has a rather specific jewel insult. And this is the one that sings. So as you go into White Plume Mountain and other quests, you can end up with these sentient jewels. These jewels will add certain effects. Now, right now you can see that he doesn't have any filigrees. So he has the jewel, he has the weapon, there it does, but there's no effects because he doesn't have any of the filigrees. So we have to turn around and see what type of filigrees we have available. And as we can see, there is none. Zippo. Not a single one. So what do we do? Well, I actually have a banker that I deal with. And the banker is there specifically to supply filigrees to my characters. So we're going to log him out, and we're going to swap out for my banker. The nice thing is, 12. But I don't really play him. I got him up to level 12 because I need the bank space. Here he is. There he is. So he's pretty. As a matter of fact, he has 2. Yeah, that's it. That's the weapons he has. One there, which is the Narcan Workshop, and then, of course, the Dwarven Roar. And when he attacks people, he's, yeah, pretty inept. But that's not his job. He's not doing that. So he is a banker. So as a bank, he has 4 slots here. Ooh, let's leave that alone. And go over to our banker over here. And now you can see exactly what I mean by banker. So take a look here. And we have 67 out of 90 capacity storage slots. And here is all our augments. Now, some of them are really good, such as this one here, +1 bonus to all your stats. We have our soul gems, 30 resistance to all elemental damage. We have crushing wave guard sapphires. We have golem hearts, which is 2% chance to heal you for 2 to 20 and do 5 to 300 damage to around you. We also have our intelligent upgrades, including the festive ones. Yay! But that's not why you're here. What you're here for is the sentient weapons. And this is where we're going to get into it here. So, I have been running around, as per everybody else in the game, looking at these filigrees and these sentient weapons. But I didn't find that much information available on the internet. So, this is the reason why I'm doing this video. But let's take a look. This is the prowess set. The prowess is melee power. Now you notice it says 2, 3, 4, and 5 pieces equipped. And what you gain for that, and you can read that yourself. I'm not going to read it off. As I slide over, this is prowess dexterity. The first one was, of course, melee power. And now we have MRR, magic resistance rating. So if I equip one of these items, then I will get that bonus plus anything that's there. So in this case, I want to get +1 dexterity. Yay! And that's it. If I add a second piece, such as the MRR, I then get the magic resistance rating, and the prowess set with 2 pieces equipped is +5 resistance rating. That doesn't sound too bad, does it? Now, if I slide over here, this is the inevitable grave. So this is negative spell power. This is really good for necromancers. So this gives me +9 negative spell power. And as I add equipment to it, I get +10 universal spell power, +2 to will saving throws, and +2 to necromancy DC spells. The next one over is intelligence, +1 intelligence. So they stack up. This one here, treachery. Oh, what does it look like? Okay. This one's probably good for rangers and sneak attacks from rogues. And there's melee threat reduction. Melee threat reduction +50%. So that's threat reduction rare. That's threat reduction. Now you notice the change here between the rare and the common. Common gives you plus 50% melee threat reduction, but the rare also gives you +2 physical resistance rating. That's the catch. That's why you want the rares, because they give you extra bonuses. Treachery, intelligence, +1 protection. And then we have our effects. The next one is a cry of battle. This is will. Interesting thing here, this is a support type of filigree. So this is all about your hirelings. We can make them much more powerful by using these. But I don't have rares. Now we have 5 up across here. Let's take a look at these guys. So this is snake bite. Snake bite, this one here is rare, so it's +4 to your DCs, your poison attacks, and then +2 magic resistance rating. And this is poison protection, constitution, fortitude, attack and damage. So you'll notice one thing here. Down here it says 5 pieces. Here it only says 3. So if I get 3 pieces in there, I will get melee and range attacks, get plus 4d6 plus 1d6 per character level. So that basically means 13d6 of damage under poison. But if it's immune to poison, it's not going to be effective. Now, this, as it says, this effect will not stack with other sentient weapon processes, so I cannot add more. So you have to look at that and say, okay, which one of these 5 to make a 3 set am I going to use? Well, I'm going to use the rare, and if I had a second rare, then I would use it. But I have to make a decision, so attack and damage and the constitution sounds pretty good. But I have 3 bags full of this stuff. So as I go through them, then I have to really take a look at what I want to do with them. Which one of these is going to work with my particular characters? Is it going to work with my rogue, my wizard, my bard, my fighter? So that's what you have to decide on. So let's take a look here. Vigilance. Again, this is rare will, rare fortitude, alertness, there's a regular will, and there's a wisdom. So again, we have 3 pieces. So if I'm going to use the rare will, that gives me +2 to will saving throws and +2 magic resistance rating. Bonus. 2 pieces plus 50% fort, and then 3 pieces true seeing. Not bad, but not really that great, It doesn't really stand out. So Sucker Punch is strength, +1 to 6 sneak attack damage. Okay. Frozen Wanderer, 4 pieces equipped, you get 450 hold spell power, and range attacks and melee attacks do, again, 13 dice 6. In this case, it's cold. And again, this only uses 4 pieces, so I have 4 pieces, and I can use all of them. These are not complete, so I'm not going to worry about them. If you want to take a look, you can find these out yourself. Grandfather Shield, 2 pieces, and they're 5% for armor class. So this would be a better one for your tanks. So plus 5% armor class rating, physical resistance rating, healing amplification, and then con. So that makes a lot of sense. Down here, these 3 pieces here, let's take a look at them. Again, 3 pieces, permanent haste spell. Really? Why would I need that? Well, who's really going to benefit at level 30 from a permanent haste spell? Not too many people, because normally by that time you have these speed items in your equipment that gives you plus 30% running speed and up to 10 to 15% attack speed. And if you're a reincarnation and you've done an epic reincarn, you can end up getting the speed boost there, which is a 15%. So this is useless. This doesn't make sense. So going on, mystical defense. All your spell points, 100 for 4 pieces. Your max magic resistance rating is increased by 40. Yeah, that's the max. It doesn't say what you have. And there's only 2 pieces here, and there's a set of 5. This one here, the long shadow. Look at this one. Plus 3 melee power, and then 2 pieces you get 5 melee power, range power. 3 pieces, assassin stance. Attacks deal an additional 13 dice 6 of acid damage. Nice. 4 pieces, +1 to dodge, and maximum dodge, and +2 to assassinate. So that's a nice one for rogues. That sounds pretty good to me. City's Beacon, it's melee power. You look down here again, you have some benefits from magic resistance rating for melee strikes. Yeah, and 4 pieces, okay, displacement. Okay, that works. Spines and Manticore, attack and damage rare, nice. We're looking at here, 2 pieces equipped +2 damage, 3 pieces plus 3% chance to deflect incoming missiles. Really? And then +10 range power. Okay. The second one is light absorption, and the third one I have is for strength. So as you can see, there is different benefits to each one. This one looks like Trapper's Delight. self-explanatory, your rogues. Um, for open locks, disable, search, spot, and save versus traps. Really nice piece of equipment. This one here is embraced by light, so this is all for light damage for healers. Healing amplification, nice. Universal spell power, saving throws, caster levels with healing spells, so cleric based. This last one, Spines of the Manticore. What? That's snake bite. You gotta be careful because some of them really look like each other. Spines of the Manticore attack and damage. And it's okay. So you really have to do your research. You have to plan ahead. And by collecting them like this, you can plan ahead to say, okay, I'm looking at my Bard character right now. So my Bard character, what set would benefit my Bard the most? So let's take a look. So this one here is the Frozen Wanderer. So this one has to do with cold spell critical. He does use cold. A magic resistance rating. And 4 pieces equipped cold mastery. Gain 50% cold spell power. Range and melee attacks get, again, 13 dice 6 of cold damage. Who's resistance to cold? Down here, 3 pieces you get magic resistance rating, fortitude save, true save. Yeah, whatever. Sucker punches, strength again. Zephyr. This is what you get. So, which one is going to benefit? So, one of the things I want to do is I want to take a look at the greatest benefit with the least amount of filigrees. And I'll show you that when we get into the other characters, and I'll show you the reason why. But that's the effect you want to do. I want to get the most effect with the least amount of filigrees. Because if I can get it with 3 filigrees, that means the amount of XP I need is going to be for 3 and not 5. And there's a big difference between them. So let's take a look here. Which ones should I put on him? 2 pieces. This is the Cry of Battle, so for support. And this is the nice one, the Cry of Battle, if you're doing a lot of soloing. So your hirelings, pets, always get those benefits, which are really nice. So down here is Vigilance, Fortification, True Seeing. You don't need 3 pieces for that. And I have 2 rare, which is really nice. Be nice to have a 3rd rare. Because the rare gives you that extra 2 magic resistance rating and physical resistance rating, so that's nice. Twilight's Cloak, again that's 5 pieces. This one's 4 pieces. Limited form of energy sheath permanently. 50% approach, but does not cause reactive damage. Yeah, no. Let's see, what is it? Trappers, of course. So Trapper's really nice again for that. What do we have here? Light spell, power, healing, caster level, healing spells. Not his thing. Damage, incoming missile deflection, spell points, charisma. Ooh. +2 uses his bard songs. Ha ha ha. Bingo. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. And then we have here perform and bard songs. So bard songs will give me the benefits, and let's go here. So melodies, Maloney's Melody, Bard Song, plus uses Bard Songs, nice. Spell points, charisma, and adhesive enchanted spells. So that's bonus. And I've got 2 pieces, so that's fine. But let's take a look out for a fighter, a solo fighter. Disable traps, no, that's for rogues. I do have a rogue, so I think I'll pop that down too. So that gives me 2 for the bard and 2 for the rogue. Hopefully they'll get more. No, nothing there. Damage, equipment, no. 3 pieces. Okay, 3 pieces here. Attacks, deal an extra 4 dice extra damage with acid damage. Okay. So long shadow, melee power, hidden damage. Oh, there's ones for fighters. So I got melee power, attack and damage, and melee power. So I got 2 the same. So he's going to start off with 2. So I'll use those. Put those down there. And magic resistance rating now. Double strike. Permanent haste spell. That was the one we looked at and we went, not really. Intelligence. Double strike. Haste spell. So we've moved down a few of them over. So we got these 2 here, and then we got 3 different sets basically here. But I want to move one more set over. Prowess, melee power. Melee power. See, that's 5 pieces though. That's expensive. Nope. Hirelings. Nope. Medium range power, sneak attack damage, treachery. Threat reduction, rare. Threat reduction. And intelligence. Well, I only got 2 pieces of that too. I think I'll throw it. Okay, so there we have. So that's enough there. So my banker's out. Thank you very much. Brown Briar, you're out. Goodbye. So long, farewell. So I've shown you basically what I had there and what decisions. Dracos is a Bard, Rogue, Sork. Bard, Rogue, Sork. So which ones are we going to apply to the Bard? And there was ones we chose that have so here we go. Back into the shed. Let's go to our banker. Check out the bank. Hello, bank. What do you got for me? You got all kinds of goodies, don't you? All right. The bank is slow. So, where's my level 30 item? So, there it is, level 29. Now, one of the things you'll notice, I'll pop that up there, is that it already has the ruby of the Eye of Glacier, so 2% chance. 7 to 14 the damage per minimum level of this item, which is 29. So 7 to 14 times 29. Yeah, minimum level is 29. So nice damage. Occasionally it does have holy, ruin, fiery. So there it is. Let's bring up our bank again. I don't want to show you. So these are 2 we chose. Bard Song usage, and your +4 to perform and spell points. So that's what we're after. So we're going to pop them in here. So once we have the gem installed on it, it'll talk to us. It says different things, and each one has a different voice. It's kind of cool. This one sings. Bard sings and fills. So when you put a sentient jewel in, you get 1 filigree slot open. So which one is going to benefit the most of right off the bat? Well, he's got 25 Bard songs right off the bat. So probably not that. +4 to perform. And we drop it in right here. Cannot be consumed. It is not a named item. No. Oh, sorry. You drop it
The
over
sea
here.
gods smile on us.
And there it is. So that's our free slot. To use the slot again, I have to upgrade this weapon with experience points. And the only way to upgrade your weapon with experience is sacrificing items to it. So any named item without an augment that I put in, it'll add experience points. Now I've got 367. The XP for next slot is 2,000. And Spark of Intelligence adds more to it, but we'll get to that after. So 367. So I've got to sacrifice a named item. Now, does he have any named item that I'm willing to sacrifice? Well, the answer is no, because I've already gone through all that stuff, and that's why he has the 367. But I'm going to pull up one anyways. That's a level 9. That's level 4. No, we don't really use that. Okay, so I'm going to drop that over there. I'm going to get rid of that. So this is a level 4 item. So anything from level 1 to level 20, you get 1 experience point per level. So this will add...
Ha ha! Now that lifts my sails!
4 experience points. I've got to sacrifice a lot of stuff. So basically, if I stick to anything from level 1 to 20, let's go with level 20. Level 20 items will give me 20 experience points. So I have to sacrifice 100 of them to get this up 1 level. And then you go to 4,000 or 6,000, 12,000, 20,000, 40,000, 60,000, 100,000 experience points. So at 100,000 experience points, if I sacrifice level 27, 28, 29, 30 level items, I'll have to sacrifice about 350 of them to get them up that high. So this is where it gets you. This is where each person that's doing this has to make a decision. What is the limit of benefits that you want? So the limit of benefits for Dracos is probably 2 or 3. And as soon as I put an item in there, we'll pop up our weapon, you'll notice here now it says slot into a sentient item plus 4 to perform. That's now been added. But I'm going to show you what happens when you add a few more. So my friend and main character is called Charles Starfire, my rogue wizard. He is level 30, and he has had, how long? A couple of months. But I am not the type of guy I am personally unwilling to put in the effort required to upgrade the sentient item as much as you can. I just don't think it's worth it for me. So let's take a look at the weapon. There it is. So it's called the Hopeful. And right now it's got 6,425 experience points, which means if you look down here, it has 3 pieces equipped. So that gives me plus 2 will saving throw, plus 2 magic resistance, plus 3 magic resistance rating, plus 1 intelligence, and plus 2 magic resistance. This is all adds together. And then for 2 pieces I get plus 5 magic resistance rating. For 3 pieces I get plus 200 spell points. But if we wait for it, and it scrolls down, this is a nice feature they added. 4 pieces, I get plus 2 to DT, plus 5. When you trigger Arcane Insight or Wellspringer Power feats, your spells will be free for 10 seconds. How many spells can you cast in 10 seconds? Probably 5 to 8 probably. But to do that,
that was fun. I look forward to working with you in the future.
hopefully you can hear that. So there it is. There's the 3 sets. So to get my next filigree in here, number 4, I need 12,000 experience points. So I have to double the amount. I have a spark of memory, so that's going to add 1 filigree slot. So right now I've got to sacrifice almost the same amount as I did to get here to get my next level at 12,000. Really? Is it going to be that big? So if I get 4 pieces, I get plus 2 DCs of all spells. Okay, that's not bad. So my spell here, with the DC of this spell is, oh, it's the wrong one. There we are. Is 53. So that's your fave. That's your DC. So I get plus 2. It's going to be 55. It works. It does give me that benefit. But is it going to be that great of a benefit? You have to decide that for yourself. But that's what it takes. When you look at these sentient weapons and you say, okay, I want to increase it up, it's going to take a lot. Let's take a look at the last one. And this will be close to the end of the video. This one is on my fighter. Now I have 4 level 30s. Yay. Let's have a look. If it comes up. Here it is. He's got 3,253 hits. And this is shield. So first one. These plus 5%. It's not too bad. 4 pieces out. Check it out. 193 armor class. This defense is 77%. Not too bad. Look at this. This one. Naturals. That. Double strike is 29%. 3 strikes with these. Double strike. Double strike. 136. Yeah, this guy will beat you down. Real. But it's nice is that when you can add him to a group, or if he's soloing, you can get his hirelings, which I do have 4. But this is not damage. 1,500. Yeah. Let's up it a little bit. Stalwart defense. He beats that down really fast. So his attack is 111. His legendary, the shield is 106. So 193 armor class. In there. That's good. He's blocking. Little attack, but it's shield. So you can see in this case here, the filigree weapons does come in handy, and it does give you those benefits. So you have to look at all sides. Again, just to get this far, it's cost me 3,253 experience points in items I've had to sacrifice. So if I have 4 different characters, and I've got these sentient weapons for each one, to get each one up to the 3rd level, I have to come up with basically 6,000 experience points per unit. So that gives me 24,000 experience points worth of sacrificial items. 24,000 divided by level 30 items, let's say. So divide by level 30. How many do I have to sacrifice? Almost 400. You work it out. How much time do you have to go into dungeons to be able to get these named items at level 27 to 30? How many times do you have to go in to get 400 items? That's a lot of dungeon delving. So at the end of the line, it's up to you to make the decision. Do you want to spend that time doing it or not? It's simple. The answer is yes. Then you spend the time to do that. You get your sentient weapons upgraded and off you go. If you don't want to, or you want to set a specific goal for each one, and then you do that. That's everybody's choice. So you have to take a look at it, these sentient weapons. See how much time you're willing to sacrifice in to get that weapon where you want it. Ooh, that was a 4,000 hit point strike. That was cool. You beast. So take a look at it, make your decision, and do what you want to do. This is the Cyber Magician. I hope you have a good game. Play safe. Have fun.